Hello, my name is Umuhoza Esther. I'm going to work on a project called Stress Me Out. In this project, I'm going to make a video. The main purpose of this video is to help employees in the workplace who are dealing with stress and other negative effects related to stress as well. In this video, also, I will talk about different definitions of some key terms and concepts found in this project. Those definitions are following. Stress. According to Cleveland in 2019, stress is a normal way our body reacts on any change that needs response or adjustment. This reaction can take place in our body in different ways, either mentally, physically, or emotionally. While finding responses, it can help when there is a positive life changes, such as promotion or any other positive changes in a way or another way, because it is normal in our life. It can also cause by negative changes such as unemployed, death, and other continuous changes without relaxation between stressor. As a result of this kind of stress, a person who is facing stress can be overworked and affected by stress that related to tension builds like our nervous system and became chronically to a person. Then the following are 3 stages of stress, which are alarm, resistance, and exhaustion. Alarm is the first stage of stress, which is our body immediate reaction to the stressor, and it is very powerful as it is able to fight stress. Resistance is the second stage of stress, which takes place when our body attempts to return to a normal balance and it reacts at the first time. At the extent a person who is feeling stressful can calm as if the stress disappeared. Exhaustion is the last stage of stress, which tries to combat stress for an extended period of time, but finally it leads to the fail of the immune of our body and collapse to the level a person can die. Fight or flight response refers to the body's response to perceived threat or dangers. During this reaction, certain hormones like adrenaline and cortisol are released, spreading the heart rate, slow digestion, shutting blood flow to major muscle groups, and changing various other autonomic nervous functions. The tend and befriend respond, giving the body a burst of energy and strength. According to proposed in 2000, tending involves naturally activities designed to protect the self and offspring, to promote a sense of safety, and to reduce distress. And then befriend is expressed in the creation and maintenance of social networks that aid in this process. This also work mostly in moderating by female sex hormones and coupled peptide mechanisms. Then optimism refers to the mental behavior reflecting a belief that has a hope that the outcomes of anything will be fine or positive. Then self-efficacy, according to positive psychology program in 2018, it refers to our self-worth or value as human being. Then when it comes to hardness, according to Ale Dog 2019, hardness refers to a combination of personality trait that allows a person to tolerate psychology and physical stress without developing physical illness. This mindset is one that view difficulties and responsibilities and stressful situations. Then the reactions to the stress and effects of heart, nervous system, and hormones are following. When our body gets threat, our organisms work hard and work hand in hand in order to fight against that threat before it makes our body feel weak or feel tired or get sick, if I can say. This is the same to the strength. When a person gets a stress, our heart, our nervous, and our hormones gets up and react on that stress and its effects before it affected whole body. Then according to American Heart Association in 2019, reactions to the stress and effects to our health are many. For example, it contributes to the increase of heart diseases. It is said also by scientists that that stress may be one of the factors that affect our behavior, like overreacting on something, and also it can also cause high blood pressure and cholesterol level, smoking, divisions, and physical inactivity and overreacting, as I have said above. Then the nervous system has several divisions: the central division involving the brain and the spinal cord, and the peripheral division consisting of the physical response to stress, and divided into the sympathetic nervous system. When the body is stressed, the SNS contributes to what is known as the fight or flight response. The body shifts its energy resource toward fighting off a life threat or freeing from an enemy of the body. The hormones, together with different actions of autonomic nerves, cause the heart to beat faster, respiration rate to increase, blood vessels in arms and legs to dilate, and digestive process. Then the importance of managing stress. The importance of managing stress includes managing stress can help to avoid different diseases, including heart diseases and other diseases that can make our body to suffer. Managing stress helps people to avoid depression in their lives. It can also help and gives peace of mind and get hope of tomorrow to those who lose their hope according to the situation or according to the hardness of situation they are living in. Also, managing stress helps to think positively and become energized person who can fight against poverty by using your body and think critically to how you can overcome the poverty which is around you. Then the strategies of managing stress are maintaining a health social support network. When you feel stressed, you should join your beloved ones and share with them what you are passing through in order to release the stress that you are facing. Also, engaging in regular physical exercise. When you feel stressed, engage in doing some physical exercises in order to reduce stress that you have at the same time of relaxing and allow your body to bring peace of mind and feel free from anything that can stress it. According to the American Psychological Association in 2019, it is very helpful to take time and sleep each night as one way of managing stress because our body needs to have a rest in order to rejuvenate itself and get relaxed as well. Also, there are two examples of dealing with the stress. The first one is effective responses. From there, I can give an example of a friend of mine who was called Mary. Mrs. Mary had a problem in her marriage where she did not get birth with any baby, and her husband and her husband's family started to harassing her by saying that she's going to consume their properties without being productive or producing any child or any baby for them, or bringing any productive in their family and expanding their family as well. But they have said that instead of doing that, she brought a curse to their son. From that, I can say that the strategies she used to overcome that issue is fight or flight. What she did is to consult medical center and specialists for help, but it did not work to the extent she faded up. Then after that, the problem became worse more than before, which led them to the divorce. After that, she went back home to her parents' house. After 2 years, she got married with another man who became a blessing to her, as I have said, he becomes like a miracle to her, as after 6 months after 6 months of her second marriage, she got pregnant, and then she became happy than ever. From that, I can say that she used to fight against the problem or stress she got, but failed. Then she decided to fight as she went back home to her parents. So I can say that from that example of friend of mine, that is a good decision of making befriend and or or fight or flight away, because when you don't want to, when you try to overcome something and become worse, you have to fight it, because that is a level of your strength. Also, the next one is ineffective response. Here I can give an example of also a friend of mine, or my former classmate, Dan. Dan was a friend of mine also in 2 years ago. He was my classmate at my high school. After completing our high school, we tried to think about college and made a research and see where we can find some opportunities of attending universities. Then, as we tried any opportunities and help him to apply, we got on the different website of college, or where we can apply for a college. Then he said that he did not had a hope that he can be selected and be allowed to continue his studies because of his family reasons or issues and other issues he did not talk about. Accidentally, if I can say, and also he has said it, he got a chance and being selected by one of college we applied for, and then time of starting our studies reached. He continued to have that fixed mindset that it is not his passion, and he did not use the opportunity he got. Instead, he started to join bad groups, and from that he proceeded with missing classes regularly, to the extent they chased him away from college and went back home, and his studies ended in that way, which is a sad story. All in all, I can say that the strategy he used, it is the trend and befriend, because as he consulted as his friends and help him to apply for universities and befriended to his former friend and ask piece of advice and try to overcome all those stress he met with. But after that, he decided to join other group, which led him to the chased away from the campus. So from that, it shows where he joined other group, where he thought that he can get more help or have peace than ours, but it did not work as he wished. So thank you so much for listening and for paying me attention.